We're back again to play some games. We're back with Mayday Memory, and the last time, let me see if I remember because it's been a minute, we talked to Adrian. He told us about his plan to have robots replace humanity, which is a stupid plan, honestly. So before we start, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow me on my social media. It's always in the description below, and we can get started. Oh yeah, I forgot. The robot that was guarding the memory market was actually Adrian's mother. Ian's mother. Same thing. Among all the strange things we had gone through the past week, this was by far the strangest one. Eugen? But it looked like Sid had something he wanted to say on the tip of his tongue, but he stopped short. And he's in shock. I'd be shocked too. Aren't you supposed to be dead? I could guess what he was about to say, but didn't you die? Eugen, is it really you? For real? What's good? You good? Are you human? That is not my name. My name is Q999. Even though you call me Q, no one has ever called me Eugen. Q looked completely unfazed by our confused and surprised looks. That is quite a shame. I was planning on showing you a bit later, for a more dramatic effect. Adrian smiled again, as if it didn't matter anyway. Anyways, say hi. This is my mother, Eugen. I am not your mother, but your subordinate, Adrian. Q was speaking monotonously, without a trace of bewilderment. Just wait for a moment. I will explain. It can't be. I know. My mother died. But then, what is this? This was possible thanks to the world's greatest engineer, hansol. Who? Hansol, you did this? I looked over to hansol. Are you an engineer? When did you get your degree? What college you go to? I'm not sure if you know, but hansol and I were partners for quite a long time. Nowadays, we have had a bit of a fallout, though. I'm not your partner. I have never been. You say that, but then answer me this. hansol, was it you who made Eugen this way, or not? Hansol hopelessly hung his shoulders. I did. It was at that moment I understood why Q already knew hansol back then. Because he did it. I'm sure your friends need a more detailed explanation than that, no, hansol? I was feeling it from a while back, but Adrian was really pressuring hansol. Hansol turned his back to Adrian and faced us. Adrian came to me with Eugen's corpse. He told me to do anything to make her able to move again. So, I did. Watching over me even if you die. Alright, I will do that for you, Mom. Watch over me until the end, with your own 2 eyes. Watch what your son grows up to be. Those words Adrian said in a fit of rage in that memory clip. Was that what he meant? I remembered the smell of antiseptics from the Babel lobby that Q used to guard. Antiseptics. We were given hints even back then. I see. I truly wasn't a whole person. A dead person. I don't feel very good about that. Q said she wasn't feeling good, but her indifferent expression hadn't changed a bit. Was that the reason? Q spoke to herself and looked as if being in deep thought. I was in awe of her ability to keep up her appearance even after getting to know about her identity. If it was me, I would not be taking it that well. Sue took a step forward towards Q. It was a step filled with perplexion and slight expectation. Hey, do you remember me? I am Lucas, the boy you saved. Not now, Beal. Huh? Answer me. Hello? It's futile. Q is just a shell. It only has Eugen's body. The insides are completely empty. Since it was just her already deceased body, I couldn't properly recover her mind. This is a different person from Eugen. I knew it. It's hard to explain the forlorn look on Sid's face. Then Q, who had been deep in thought, raised her head suddenly. No, that's not it. That man, I feel like I know him. Q looked over at Sid, just like she used to. I have felt that for a long time. Looking back at it, I can remember she kept acting a bit weird after seeing Sid. I don't want bad things to happen to him either. She even said that back then. Out of all people, I never expected Q to say that. Q's pupils, what once was Eugen's pupils, were trembling. I don't really know what to say. I have never used words for saying these things. Because of that, my explanation can be slightly inaccurate. However, Q briefly paused, as if she had to choose what words to use. I feel like I hear a voice in my head. No, it's a bit more complex, more concrete. You might not understand. There is something inside of me. That thing is controlling me. I feel like I have things to do. That thing is teaching me. But I don't know what that something is. Q, having realized something, raised her head with a sparkle in her eyes. It was the first time I had seen a hint of life in her. Adrian, what did you just call me? Eugen? Different from earlier, Adrian was now noticeably stiff. He's kind of scared. His face, his body, his voice, every single part of him. Sid, could you call me by that name again? Eugen. Without missing a beat, Sid called out her name. As if someone had just punched her head, she flinched. Hey lady, are you in there? If you're in there, please listen. I'm sorry. I don't know much about you, if you were a good person or not. But anyways, I said things to you that I shouldn't have. I've been thinking about that since, after that day. I've been feeling guilty. I was young, I didn't know how much words could hurt. No matter how strange you are, you saved my life. I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart. As soon as he finished, he lowered his head, looking at him from behind. I could see his shoulders shaking. He then added softly, even if you can't hear me. I heard what you said. I don't understand, but it was heard by the something that is inside of me. He looked past Sid over to Anne. His two purple eyes looked back at her. That's your mama, Anne. That's your mama. That's your real mama. The resemblance is there. A similar face. Anyone would be able to guess they were family. Anything? But even before Anne lost his memory, they didn't know each other. Curious fate. Really, so many strange things happened. Q's eyes went away from Anne and stopped back at Adrian. But Adrian, no matter what your history is with this body, right now I work for you. That hasn't changed. You don't look very happy, Adrian. Adrian didn't respond to Q. So what now, Hansol? It looks like, contrary to your prediction, there's some part of Eugen's memory remaining. That's a good thing, right? Can we save her? Adrian spoke dryly, but there was something in his voice hinting that he was a bit shocked. Looks like it. Hansol replied, emotional. Where did he learn how to do this? Hansol. How did he learn how to do this? Hansol replied emotionlessly, with an even drier tone. He was staring blankly as if someone had removed his ability to feel. I looked at him. Hansol looked back at me and our eyes met. I started thinking, I really need to ask now. This can't wait any longer. Hansol, how much do you really know? It's better if you keep your distance from me. I'm not a very good person. He does anything for money. He's had something to do with everything down here. This place too, of course. Comments, words, rumors, all the things said about Hansel. It felt like all those things were surrounding me and slowly closing in around me. We can still trust him. I still like Hansel. He's not a bad person. How deeply involved are you, really, with all of this? I wanted to trust you. You can still trust him, I'm sure. He went all this way with us to find Adrian. I wanted to trust you. I wanted to say that too, but I repressed the urge in the last moment. Because I heard Hansel's faint voice. I'm sorry. Plebe. What happened to you? I'll understand, so please just tell me. Please. I was desperate. This is kind of scary. Hansel's voice was faintly trembling. He took a long sigh and mumbled. But I'm afraid. I wish I could just go back to how it used to be. How it used to be? Were you and Hansel were you and Adrian actually like friends? Like friends? How it used to be? But that's not really possible either. Because that would mean I wouldn't be able to meet you. What do you mean by that? Hansel stopped responding. Instead, Adrian opened his mouth. We didn't ask you, Adrian. Hansel is so smart that there's nothing he doesn't know. Especially about you. Even the things you don't know. Don't you want to know? I have a good idea. I don't want to listen to him. Hansel's gonna tell me. I don't care about opinions from the likes of you. Is that so? So what are you gonna do then? Do you even have any idea at all? Listening to what I have to say will help, Dell, I promise. Listen. If you don't open the mouth, you open the head. Huh? You don't understand, right? I'll show you. Adrian gestured over to Hansel. Hansel, come over here. Don't listen to him, Hansel. Looks like you don't have the strength to walk. I'll help. Adrian walked over to Hansel and roughly grabbed him by the collar. He proceeded to yank him over to the front of the sofa and stood him there. Hansel didn't even resist a bit. I have one of these. Adrian walked over to the side of the room and picked up a headgear, just like the one in the temple. These are really convenient. Adrian grabbed Hansel's head and forced the helmet onto him. This can show you all the answers you want, Dell. Adrian was gesturing with his hands in the air like a magician on stage. At the same time, Hansel lost his consciousness and went limp. Watch closely. See what you really are. In the air above Hansel's head, a bluish veil started to appear. Oh. Okay, we're about to learn about Dell's past, finally. And I don't think this means anything, but I'm just gonna say it. Dell and Adrian look alike. I don't know, that probably has nothing to do with the story. It's probably just character design. But they kind of look similar to me. Yeah, we're about to learn about Dell's past. And see what she is. She's not human. She can't be. She has to be an android or something because of the whole blue eyes thing back when we were talking to R the first time. And she got mad and her eyes turned blue. She has to be a robot or something. Not human. So thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on my social media. It's always in the description below. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.